Now we're back to square one. Alright, so I'm not sure what Barlin's up to. Probably taking care of the kid or something. So once again, we have a open room. Well, it's a friends only room, but if you would like to join, do let me know and I'll make it happen for you. Once again, this is the Camaro Mustang Showdown, which is best. And so far as the cop is concerned, I gotta say the Camaro is best. It's just so much easier to maneuver and actually do anything with it, whereas the Mustang, it's working with it. You're working with a train that doesn't want to behave. On the racer side, obviously the new Mustang is better than the old Mustang if you look at it from a performance standpoint. Personally, I've always been a fan of the, Shelby. Yes, the Shelby, which is the movie Need for Speed. But I don't know, I'm kind of starting to grow into the new 2015, or I think it's 2016 now, whatever they're calling it. But I'm starting to like the styling of it. Didn't like it at first, it was too retro. And as for this comment here about is Need for Speed Rivals fun, it is very fun if you have the right people and if you're willing to play around. If you're willing to play around. Now, I've been at this just to put some perspective on this. I've been playing Need for Speed Rivals since it came out back in 2013, and the first time around I played it on the Xbox 360, which my experience there was very laggy and not even a game. Like there will be players, but they will be sitting either on the side of the road or doing donuts around, just on the road, just in one spot. And it was because they were lagging so badly, and you just couldn't play it. I then moved to the PlayStation 3, where the gaming was a lot more stable. You still had your lagging, and you still had your glitches in terms of game crashing randomly, but at least you could have some multiplayer matching with it. Usually about an hour or so, and then it would glitch out. Then I got it for the PlayStation 4. I think it's actually one of the first games I got. I think it was the first game I got on the PlayStation 4, and the new generation is where the game kind of comes into its own and it all just sort of makes sense. I'll do this time trial here. And I loved it so much on PlayStation, I thought that I tried it on the Xbox One. However, from what I found on the Xbox One, the online community was, how should we say, it'd be interesting if I actually hit that, probably not. But the online community on the Xbox One was very amateur rookie-like. Almost like the game had just come out on the Xbox One rookie level, like they just bought it, and none of them could drive, and everyone seemed to be on this set path. Like they had to go one way, and they were going to go that way, regardless of how many times you try and keep them from going that way. Xbox One, that's why I learned the whole tag team thing where you team up and you gang up on cops in the sense that you're running away and one of your friends is being like the muscle that keeps the cop off of you. So that was interesting. I'm starting to see that more often on the PlayStation, which is a good sign. But I came back to PlayStation and I have enjoyed my experience on Rivals. Been at it now 4+ years. Started broadcasting the game about a year ago, and it just gets better and better, I say. And I missed my checkpoint. Yeah, I don't have to end that suit there. Yeah, it just gets better and better, and when you have your friends around, yeah, you can have some very good matches here. And if they're willing to play ball and do something like this, where everyone drives Mustangs and Camaros, or everyone drives just the Italian cars, or, you know, sort of limit them to a certain car group, it's actually not bad. A lot of people complain that Rivals doesn't really have customization, and by that I mean you can't change the body panels, and you can't really tune the car to your specifications. You definitely can upgrade the cars, at least on the racer side of things, but you can't really go in and then say change your gear ratio like you can in Forza, or your handling outputs like you can in the new one, which I guess is a letdown. But for me, because I grew up in Need for Speed back before customization became the primary thing everyone cared about, I'm okay with not being able to tune. And I actually prefer it because by not being able to tune, it really is up to you how fast the car is going to go. Like tonight, that time trial I did earlier, the time I set on it beat the fastest car in the game. Somehow I was able to beat the fastest car in the game with like the second or third car you get in the garage. So this whole notion that you need mods in order to go fast is not really the case, and that's why I kind of like the cop cars, because not only do you get flashing lights and cop chatter, but you also get no modifications. You're kind of stuck with what you got. So it's a lot more challenging to keep up with the racers, and a lot more challenging to bust them, unless you're like most people, most cops, and you just drive the K1, fastest car in the game, with the most powerful weapons, and thus you can take out people within 5-10 seconds. And I refuse to be that. I do. I refuse to be the guy that makes you rage quit, because that's not what I want. I don't want you to get upset about a video game. It's a video game. You're supposed to play video games to get away from all the stress and whatnot in the world. Not become stressed out because some guy in a Camaro keeps busting you in 10 seconds. So that's why when I'm pursuing people, my way of pursuing them is a lot different from what most people do. Honestly, I want the racer to get away, because you should be able to. more than anything else, I want to see what you are capable of doing. That's why I let you survive more than 10 seconds. That's why when you wreck out, I don't park bust you. And that's why when you are near critical and there's a repair shop nearby, I will occasionally let you get to that. And get yourself healed up so we can go again. Because I don't want the chase to end, especially if it's a good one.
Dispatch to all units. We have a racer pursuit in progress. All nearby units converge on the location and support pursuing officer.
This is kind of how the top 5 started. Just I had so many with the PlayStation. And I know you can do this on Xbox, but the PlayStation is so much easier when it comes to capturing moments. But before I started broadcasting, I would save certain highlights of chases I've done and didn't know really what to do with them.
We have an APB on a suspect racer. All patrol cars be on the lookout for the vehicle.
Just sort of sat there for months and months until finally I decided, oh, why don't I just put them up on YouTube and see what it gets me.
Suspect in custody. Pursuit complete. Over.
I was chasing a black Corvette Stingray. One of the coolest cars of the modern generation, actually.
Control, this racer is attempting to lock on to me. Going evasive. I'm keeping this suspect engaged. Still going code 3.
Dispatch. Jammer. That was a hit.
That definitely made him take notice.
We got him.